going to have a fantastic episode, and it's lovely to welcome you back to being a part of this video podcast series. And I'm not sure which episode this is, but I've done quite a few now. So if you're still here with me, you're definitely clocked in and tuned in to all the soulful, inspirational and inspiring stuff I've been sharing all these weeks with you. And by all means, we're going to take it a little bit further this episode. So it's super you're back. Now, I hope you guys have been having a good week so far. This has been recorded earlier on in the week, so I hope that you've got off to a good start and that you're feeling excited, you're feeling like overjoyed to be looking forward to the weeks or the days ahead. And I'm certainly looking forward to the days ahead. I'm having fun and life is going forward in a very positive way. So I hope the same is happening for you. I hope that you are moving forward in a positive way. Now listen, if things haven't been going so great for you this week so far, don't worry about it. I'm here with you. We're here together, one-on-one, going through the motions of positivity and empowerment. And by all means, I do want you leaving this particular podcast video series in a very excited way. No matter what's happened, no matter what's gone on, you can overcome it and you can prevail. So hopefully those words would have made you feel better already. How do you feel? I'm sure you're feeling a hell of a lot better than you were just a few moments ago, or at least I hope you are. I'm certainly feeling better by giving you that little intro. And yeah, remember what I said before, working with you, speaking with you, engaging with you supports me as well. So we're here together, making our way forward in the best way we can. And as I said, if you have not been sort of a part of the series yet, or you've not watched some of the previous episodes, please go back and watch them. It will allow you to catch up. It will allow you to get in tune with the sort of things we've been talking about and the sort of things we've been going over. And by all means, don't forget to leave your comments for me, as I look forward to reading them and getting back to you on them. And yeah, as always, you know, if you're here and you feel that someone else sort of deserves to hear what I've been saying or hear what I've said in the past, or you feel they need to be a part of this little group of family that we've made amongst ourselves, then invite them in. The more the merrier. As I said before, we're one little family, aren't we? We're growing. So yeah, they will be welcome for you know, whatever reason. It doesn't matter. Let them join, share this whole series with them and say to them they're welcome to join me. And I'm loving it by having them kind of be here as well, or alongside you. If they're your friend or your relative or whatever, bring them along, and let's make this fun, and the more the merrier. So, well, let me see what I've chosen for today, and it is called Letting Go. And it says, let me get over all things that fill me with despair. By letting go, I am always given the power to move on. How about that? That's quite powerful, isn't it? And I kind of like that one. I love choosing it. I'll tell you why. Because as we go through life, there are so many things that we need to let go of. We can't help it, can we? We hang on to things. We hang on to people that don't deserve to be a part of our life anymore. We hang on to, relationships that we know we've outgrown and should be moving on. We hang on to everything you can think of, if it's work, if it's a failing business, or it's a job that you're doing that you feel that you've run its course. It may be even a relationship that you feel that's run its course. It may be that you've been helping someone and you feel it's time to let go. It may be it's time to move on and move home. It's time to take a trip and get out there and do something and partake of life in a different way than you've done so far, or wherever life has taken you so far. You now feel, wow, I need to let go. It could be letting go of someone. It could be letting go of a situation. It could be letting go of an event. It could be letting go of a circumstance. You might be holding on to a situation or event that took place years ago. It took place when you were a child, or it took place, 5 years ago. You may be still holding on to that memory, that thought. Now, with all things that you leave behind, I'm not saying erase them completely, because that's quite a hard thing to do. I'm saying acknowledge them, value what you have learnt from that process, but now reflect on what you are doing, reflect on where your situation brings you, and make a decision that it may be time to let go. Now, this particular passage actually focuses on despair. So, although I've said kind of a lot of broad things, I'm now going to hone in on feelings or events or situations or people even. Yeah, some people do. They fill you with despair. It happens. Even sometimes those you love, they fill you with despair. It may be other people, family, friends, co-workers, filling you with despair. It's not intentional, but they do. Sometimes you're saddened by what someone says. A mum can say something to her son or daughter, and that could fill your son or daughter with despair. You can be filled with despair on so many levels, and sometimes, you can't even put your finger on it. You can't even put your finger on it. But nonetheless, you're filled with despair over a situation or a circumstance. So this passage is encouraging you to let go of anything in your life that fills you with despair. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Person, place, circumstance, event, situation, whatever. If it's filling you with despair, it is time to let go. I've even had cases where people have been in relationships and the person on the other side, like partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, actually eventually starts to make them feel miserable. You feel miserable. It's not because you don't kind of love that person anymore, but it may be that they have exasperated you through their actions, through the way that they've done things. It could be work. It could be your role or your job role. It's filling you with despair. You've done it for so long. You feel it's time to let go, or you just feel you've had enough. It could be a business that you're trying to keep going. You've been through all the adversity you can imagine, but you're trying to keep this business going, or you're trying to keep something going. And it could be any of the things I've mentioned before, from relationship all the way down to, you know, your work situation or your business, or, you know, the interaction you're having with family and friends, or any take it in any circumstance. But whatever fills you with despair is the time for you to sit back and say to yourself, you know what? I need to think about letting go. I need to think about letting go of XYZ, because it does fill me with despair. It does make me sad. This situation or circumstance, you know, it's overwhelming me. It's bearing down on me. You know what I mean? It's weighing me down. I have one about being weighed down with the burdens of others. Sometimes you're weighed down by the burdens of others, and it's time to let go. And it's hard to let go. Even if you are filled with despair, I can guarantee you'll be thinking, can I do this? Can I let go? Can I even think about taking a step forward that will move me in a new direction? Have I got the courage? Have I got the guts? Have I got the power? Well, this passage says, by letting go, you are always given the power to move on. So when you make a decision to let go, that's when you become empowered, because you have made a decision. And that's key. Do you remember a couple of episodes back, we talked a lot about decisions, and then once you've made them, acting on those decisions. Well, this is an interesting one, because this particular passage says that by letting go, you know, we talked about action, and sometimes you think, I've got to act, I've got to do, I've got to do, I've got to, you know, jump on this and begin doing this and start, you know, focusing on this and you know, crunching numbers and so on and so forth. Sometimes you think you've got to act in a way that, you know, you can say, yes, I acted, I moved forward. But in this passage, it's basically saying, by letting go, I am given the power to move on. So in this passage, all you've got to do in your action is let go. There doesn't need to be some huge kind of flurry of action to kind of say, yeah, I did this, I did that, then I'm acting and, you know, everything's going to change. This one says, let go. That action alone, let go. That action alone is going to free you to move forward, and it's going to empower you to move on. Now, how are you going to let go when you're finding it so hard to let go? Okay, you've got to reflect on your situation. You've got to think about what it is you want. Again, let's go back to rebuilding that soulful connection you want, you need, you desire. Let your soul support you. Open the doorway, okay, to its presence. Understand you're not alone. Fair enough, I'm here for you, one-on-one, I'm here for you. But when you go into your own inner self, what is waiting for you there on a soulful level, your soul? Now your mind may say, oh, don't let go, don't let go, don't let go. Guess what? The mind doesn't like change. It's not going to support you in this decision. It is not going to say, yeah, let go. The reason why it's not going to do that is because it is affected by the physical. And when you contemplate the physical, you're going to get fearful. You're going to question, should I, shouldn't I? Well, you know, maybe it's better to keep the peace, stay where I am. The mind is going to encourage you to not let go. It's doing so not because it's to blame for any of your problems, okay? It's doing so because it doesn't know any better. It doesn't like change. It likes to keep you safe and secure in your little corner, in a little huddle. It likes to keep you stuck. If you want to say, I don't want to be stuck, I don't want to live by this code of rules that I've created, or I don't want to live in this complete and utter bubble I've created for myself. Remember I said with my writing, I created my little bubble world of writing. Well, it's not dissimilar, you know. It's not very dissimilar if you've created a bubble of your own world in whichever way your world or your life is lived, or that you're journeying along, okay? You may consider, I'll listen to my mind and I'll kind of do what that tells me to do, because the mind doesn't like change. And by aligning yourself with the thoughts of your mind too much, remember, things go the other way round. You're becoming a servant of your mind rather than the other way round, okay? Your mind should be serving you, the power, the empowered version of you. You know, the mind should be supporting what you say and want. But in this case, I can guarantee you, don't worry, you're not alone. You are being, you know, subservient to what your mind is telling you. And we all do it. We've done it for years and years and years. But I'm just teaching you another way to view things and to turn things around. Another way to transition yourself out of the limitation that you've set yourself with your limited mind outlook, okay? And step out of that bubble, decide, I can move on, I can let go. And by acting immediately with a decision that you are willing to let go, the passage says you're already empowered to move on. You know what I mean? So you don't even have to say, oh, but how am I going to be empowered to move on? You know, which way am I going to go? Am I going to go left? Am I going to go right? How is this all going to happen? No, by letting go, you're already empowered. You empower yourself by making the decision to let go. By letting go, you have the power to move on. You have the power to go in a new direction. You have the power to take a step forward, a step you wouldn't ordinarily take because you would have talked yourself out of it. We're going to see how long we can keep this going. We're going to take it to the very, very ends of the earth, you know, and not make a decision and not let go, because we still have a little bit of faith and trust that things will change. Yet we know they haven't changed in weeks, in months, in even years, and even decades in some cases. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you have to have the courage to let go. And by letting go, you automatically empower yourself. Don't even think, oh, but if I let go, where is the power going to come from? You have that power within you already. It's already encompassed within your soul. Your soul is journeying with you to support you. That power, if you even feel within yourself you don't have the power within you, guess what? It's already within your soul. Tap into it. Tap into it. That's what it's there for. It's there to be your companion. It's there to be your guide. It's there to hold your hand when no one else will hold your hand. But you have to acknowledge that it exists for you to make use of it. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge it. You have to know and trust my soul is there for me. even though I feel weak, even though I can't make a decision, even though I can't let go. I'm that bad, I can't let go. I know Alicia said it's time for me to let go, but I can't. If you're in that place, don't worry about it, okay? You're not expected to kind of just bound out of that bubble or situation overnight. It's going to take work. It's going to take hard work, conscious effort, and it's going to take you, okay, to get some self-understanding and self-reflection. Really think about, remember we did this in a few episodes earlier, really think about who you are. And remember I said that soulful connection has nothing to do with anyone else. It has nothing to do with your husband, your son, your wife, your mother, your sister, your brother. You know, it has nothing to do with anyone except you. And what it has to do with you is to say to you, you need to reconnect to your soul. It's always been there. It's been with you. But you've chosen to ignore it. You've forgotten about it. You've forgotten it exists. You've forgotten it's journeying with you. You've forgotten it's walking by your side. The presence is there. You just need to unlock it. And how do you unlock it? You unlock it through communication. You unlock it through acceptance. You unlock it through understanding the soul's importance and its empowering presence in your life. You unlock that door, you unlock that key. By all means, at each stage, I'm going to take you further into doing that. But, you know, just trust me on this. If you can imagine you have a key in your hand and your soul or heart is the lock, turn that key and open yourself up to appreciating and acknowledging the soul's presence in your life. Now, are you superseding the soul for some other belief system? No. No, no, no. By acknowledging the soul's presence in your life, are you supporting your belief systems? Yes, 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 you are. You are supporting your belief systems. You're not abandoning anything by aligning yourself with this train of thought. You are supporting whatever belief system you have. You're supporting whatever you believe in at this present moment, this day and time. All it is you're opening your doorway to your mind, to your heart, that is giving you an extra door for you to enter and tap into. And this door connects you in a stronger, more powerful way than you have ever been connected to whatever belief system you have. Okay? Why? Because we all know and we all accept we have a soul. Almost every belief system acknowledges that. If you don't believe it, that's fine. If you don't believe in a soul, then that's fine. You can just do it on a heartfelt level. You definitely know you've got a heart, right? Yeah, you have a heart. So do it on a heartfelt level. That's good enough. You don't have to suddenly learn all these things and, you know, dump what you had before, or, you know, you can if you want, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you, what's my favorite word? Embrace new knowledge, embrace something new, embrace something that, you know, I'm just sharing it because it came through my channeled writings. And that's one of the things I feel I have to share. So I'm just sharing this soulful knowledge and insight with you. As I said, I never knew about it before. I wish I'd known earlier, but I didn't. It's only through my channel writings that this knowledge has evolved, and I'm actually sharing it with you. And this soulful partnership, you need to nurture, you need to grow, you need to support, you need to strengthen. That soulful partnership, okay, is one of the key things that is going to turn your life around and change your life for the better. Now, you don't have the strength right now to let go, but trust me, the strength and empowerment exists within your soul. Remember, I said it's really important you have a good relationship with your soul. Your inner you, your higher self, or what I call your inner you, your higher self you can call it, or your infinite self, whatever pleases you. Use that terminology to know that is the you within. That is not the you are on the outside world in the physical. The inner you, the deep, 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 deep inner you, that must communicate on a soulful level by simply acknowledging the soul and saying, like, I do have some amazing meditations, by the way, that if you're finding this hard, they will help you. And I'll leave them in the description. But over and above that, you can even just say in some quiet time to yourself, I love my soul. I know it's here for me. I know it's there to guide me. And I rebuild the partnership I have with it. I'm working on it. Ask your soul for support. Ask your soul for guidance. Ask your soul for strength. Because, as I said to you, your soul is linked to all the wisdom and belief systems that you already have. So connecting to it in this way is strengthening everything. Remember I said double strength, isn't it? Yeah, double strength. You're strengthening it each day, okay? And that strength is what will empower you to let go. You can say to your mind, I'm ready to let go, and I want you to follow my actions, and I want you to be on my side. You tell your mind what you want it to do. As I said, not the other way around. So your inner you, your soul, your inner you takes that information, shares it with the mind, and it goes in a nice circle, like flowing of the circulatory system or the circuitry system of your kind of inner being, isn't it? So yeah, that's how the soul works. Remember, you can't circumvent your heart. Everything that flows around your body must pass through the heart. And likewise, everything on an energy level, soulful level, spiritual level even, must pass through the soul. It is like the physical heartbeat in your body, but it's an energy heartbeat. Yes, that energy, that soulful bundle of joy, that soulful light empowerment within you, you can't circumvent it to the mind, okay? You have to link in with it, you have to use it, you have to empower yourself, and you have to make sure that nothing circumvents it. If you pass through it, your knowledge, your wisdom, if that passes through it, guess what? You cannot go wrong, okay? You just can't go wrong having that support and wisdom by your side. So, okay, just to recap now, because I've got to go, okay? But just to recap, what does the passage say? It's time to let go from all things, all people, all places, all circumstances that make you despair. By letting go, you're automatically empowered to move on. And that is a powerful, powerful, powerful way to see your situation today. If you know that you must let go. Make the decision, let go, and you're automatically empowered to go forward in your own way. Okay? So, no more sitting on the fence, no more umming and ahhing. You know what you need to do. Make the decision to do it. You're already empowered to take the next step. How about that? Okay, guys. Well, I'm so happy that we had this particular episode together. I enjoyed it. You know, I don't know. It's a podcast. It's a video. I'm not quite sure. But it's Get Inspired, Stay Inspired. I'm definitely decided on that name, as you can see. So let's continue to get inspired and stay inspired throughout the days and week ahead. And I will by all means continue to make more exciting episodes. Don't forget, just to recap, if you like what this video was about, then stick a thumbs up, okay? Leave some comments, share it around, the more the merrier. If you love my work and you support what I do and you want to support me even more, fantastic. Check out my Patreon page. Go along, see if you want to become a patron. If you do, that would be so fantastic, because guess what? You're going to free up my time so that I can do this 100% and do more and more and more and help more and more and more people with this wisdom and knowledge. Thankfully, I've received it through my channel writing, so I want to share it as best I can. And I want to do that full time. I just can't wait. And yeah, let's keep going, okay? Let's keep building and growing and have more of you join, and we'll keep going, okay? Let's not give up in any way, shape or form, and let us not stop this soulful work and this soulful journey that we're all undertaking together, okay? Now, yeah, I think I've said about all the usual things I need to say. Oh, don't forget, if you like what I do, also to visit my website. Sign up to my email list. I know it's email, but you know what? You'll receive inspiration every single day from me. And if you feel low, check out my Twitter, check out my Instagram. There's loads there to keep you motivated and inspired until the next episode. So don't forget to check me out on my next episode. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Love and light. Love you loads, and I'll see you soon.